Hey, just want to record a quick video to share the biggest transformation I've had in my life. Um, is through learning how to sell. Learning how to sell literally changed my life. Back in 2017, this has probably not been shared publicly ever before, but back in 2017, I had moved to a new country. I have had entrepreneurial attempts, you might call it, and they have not worked out. So I moved to an entirely different new country. I gave up completely everything I was trying to do before, and I actually became a nail technician. If you don't know what that is, if you've ever been in a nail salon, usually they're run by Vietnamese, very cute Vietnamese ladies, and men. And I became one of those technicians that you come in for a manicure or a pedicure. I would actually work on your hands or your feet. I would cut your cuticles. I would cut your fingernails. I'd give you a massage. And I was doing it in my mom's salon in the U.S. So I moved from Canada, from the U.S., because I felt like everything that I've tried has not worked out the way that I want it to be. And at this point, I graduated college for a few years, and it wasn't going anywhere. And I had an opportunity to immigrate to the U.S., and I thought that would be a start over for me. So I was probably making $12 an hour. It was actually cash, like commissions based only, meaning we would only get paid if I was performing the service. This wasn't an hourly thing. We would have walk-in customers, and I would make, we would charge $25 for a pedicure, and 15 maybe 15 $20 for a pedicure, for a manicure, and I would make half of that. And I would be in the shop for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, probably making $200 for the day. As a 1099 contractor, and so it works out to be about $15-20 an hour. And that was in 2017. And keep in mind, at this point, I had graduated from college with a degree in accounting. I had actually been retained by university in Canada to become a program advisor to give career advice to business students in their business program. And I'd gone to the conferences, the Millionaire Mindset weekend conferences. I had invested $14,000, which I did not have, and I put that on a credit card. But I'd invested $14,000 onto basically a self-development, personal development program. So at this point, I had felt like a complete failure, and I felt like I needed to make a change. So I moved to the U.S., restart from the ground zero, and basically give up everything that I knew before, with my degrees, with my entrepreneurial tryings. And became a nail technician. What we would actually say in the profession, washing feet, and sweet talking old ladies, to and hot mamas, and hopefully we get a good tip. Because if you worked out the math, really it's less than $15 an hour. So that was the bottom for me. That was the bottom, and from 2017, from there to 2022, last year, my last year was the first time that I made $200,000 a year in personal income, and that's 5 years going from zero to 200K as a sales development manager at a reputable, prestigious company. I did that through learning how to sell, and sales really changed my life in ways that I could not have predicted. And if you thought that I'm somewhat good at sales now, I was absolutely terrified. And the reason why I actually got into sales was because I was so bad at it that I could not pick up the phone, would not pick up the phone to make cold calls for my business back in Canada, that I actually had to beg my roommates to do that for me. And I got to the point where I was just not moving forward and feeling absolutely stuck. And I said to myself, I'm gonna have to, this thing that really, really terrifies me, selling, I'm gonna learn how to do it properly. And since then, it had completely changed my life, right? I went from 0 to 200K a year completely through learning how to sell, and I'm still learning today. But it is the number one actual skill set. That plus how to learn how to learning how to manage people, which I also did not think that I was anywhere ready or made to lead people. Learning how to sell and learning how to manage people and lead people have absolutely been the two most important skills that have taken me from 0 to 200K a year in personal income in 5 years, and completely reinvent my life in a brand new country. And in a future video, I'll dive deeper into how I got started with sales, what are some of the best resources that I've learned. But if you're in a place right now where you have social anxiety, which I had, if you're feeling depressed, which I felt, if you're not moving forward in life and getting the things that you want, maybe not making the type of money that you want to make, I didn't, or you just want to break out of your comfort zone and do something that you're like, I'm not made for that, look into learning how to sell. And there's ways to learn and pick up the skills without feeling like you're selling cars or used car salesman, as they say. It really changed my life, and it changed my perspective on what selling really is. And top 3, I would say, if you're in the business world, if you want to start your own business, if you even if you just want to have more control of your life, learning how to sell, and especially if you don't think you're a natural, which I wasn't at it, look into it. And in a future video, I will talk more and maybe dive into some of the best resources that I've used, and maybe even more into my journey into how that happened as well. But for this, what I thought was going to be a short video, just want to share that doing the thing that you absolutely think you're not made to do, or you're absolutely terrified of doing, which for me was like actually learning how to sell, can completely change your life upside down. It's helped me go from 0, reinvent my life multiple times, but going from 0, washing feet in a nail salon, which is nothing wrong with that, but from absolute bottom, in my opinion, for myself at that point, to leading a team, making over multiple 6 figures a year, and it didn't happen overnight, but 5 years to do that is not a terrible timeline either. And I could have gotten further. I could have accomplished more had I even doubled down even more in sales, or learning how to do that even better. So just want to share that on the 10 minutes mark here. Way too long of a video, but just wanted to share. Peace out.